Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be bringing you my super shocking, surprise filled, emotional, exciting episode review for the latest and honestly the greatest episode of The Last of Us, which dropped a short while ago on Max. I just finished watching it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Before I go on and I rant on and on about this, please, for the love of God, be warned. This is a spoiler, and I mean spoiler-filled review. If you're not caught up on The Last of Us by Season 2, Episode 2, do not keep watching or listening to this video because massive spoilers are about to be spilled starting now. So, spoiler warning is issued. Don't keep watching or listening if you're not caught up. Okay, if you're still here, I'm assuming you've seen it and enjoyed it as much as I did. So here we go. That was probably my new personal favorite episode of The Last of Us. It had everything. It had excitement, action, heartbreak, emotion. It was gripping. It pulled you in. It had emotional gut punches or sucker punches, whatever you want to call them. It reminded me of the glory days of another post-apocalyptic favorite series of mine, The Walking Dead. And as did that death. Wow. For the record, I have mentioned this before. I've never played the game. I don't know what's to come with the show because I don't play the game. I did not know that was going to happen. Well, let me rephrase that. I suspected this was going to happen eventually, maybe later towards the end of this season. Because this whole episode felt like it should have been possibly the fourth or fifth, maybe the sixth episode of the season, like the second to last episode of the season. But instead, it's the second episode. Guys, it was only the second episode, and we had a massive swarm of infected attack Jackson Hole. All-out war broke out between the infected and the people of Jackson Hole. Meanwhile, our scouts are desperately trying to get back home. Some of them come across Abby and her people. And then all sorts of new hell breaks loose with Abby taking Joel and Ellie hostage and then basically maiming and murdering Joel. Very reminiscent of a certain Walking Dead episode from years ago. I think the fact that I have been and will be a lifelong fan of The Walking Dead has helped prepare me for character deaths and loss in this show. And I think watching Walking Dead all those years helped me not necessarily become numb, but always be prepared to say goodbye to beloved characters in post-apocalyptic situations. I just didn't realize it would be Joel and it would be so soon. I thought this wouldn't happen till later this season, if it happened at all. Maybe season 3. But nope, it's happened and it's done. And boy, did it hurt. You know, this episode answered my question I had on my mind. Why is Abby so hated? Why do people hate this character so much? What could she have done to make everyone hate her so much? And then by this episode, I'm like, oh shit, now I see why. If this is how it went down in the game, then this is probably how that went, then that's obviously how it went down in the show. But my God, on top of all the clicker action at Jackson Hole, it was like a healthy balance between the story of two groups of survivors, our scouts of Joel, Ellie, and the others, and Abby's people colliding with the most horrific, terrible consequences you could possibly imagine after intersecting with one another. And then to top it off, You've got the people of Jackson Hole fighting for their lives against a massive horde of infected, unleashing dogs on them, which was awesome and super exciting. This whole episode was not only heartbreaking, but extremely exciting and action-packed, and I absolutely love it for that. And I also love how it was balanced out while all of this was happening simultaneously, while Joel and Ellie were taken captive, maimed, and murdered by Abby. Not Ellie, just Joel. Because I thought, he's not coming back from this. He's been shot in the leg, he's been beaten to a pulp, and now she just stabbed him in the neck with a broken golf club. I mean, damn. Oh, God, that was sad. Ooh, this episode probably pissed off all the people who have played or at least familiar with the game. Or maybe they saw it coming, but it's still just as sad. I don't know. But what a fantastic episode. Just overall, a fantastic hour of television. Well done to the cast and crew of this show. Especially hats off to Caitlin Dever, Bella Ramsey, Pedro Pascal, Gabriel Luna. Wow, everybody did a phenomenal job in their respective roles. And this episode was so well balanced with drama and action. Like I said, it reminded me of the glory days of The Walking Dead. And I think watching The Walking Dead all these years helped prepare me for inevitable loss. I just didn't realize it'd be so soon. I mean, guys, it's only the second episode of season 2, and we've lost Joel. Jackson Hole has been attacked and almost destroyed. Not quite. It's still standing, and people obviously survived, and they killed most of the infected. But goddamn, it's only the second episode. If all this shit happened in the second episode, can you imagine what the rest of this season has in store for us? Oh, God, am I excited. Granted, not every episode is probably going to be like this one, but that's okay, because I'm sure there's plenty of gripping storytelling lying in wait for us. Wow, what an episode. Heartbreaking, sad, of course, but a fantastic, well-done episode. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's now my new favorite episode of The Last of Us. Definitely the most rewatchable out of the whole series so far. And I can't wait to watch it again. So have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. What did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Have a wonderful rest of your night. The Last of Us drops new episodes every Sunday on Max. Have a great night, everybody. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.